Good afternoon, everyone. This is Matt Weisfeld, BPI Industries, coming at you with the last live stream in Chicago. So I made it back to the airport. I ran out of time. I probably should have done a flight a little bit later, but I picked the flight that I did pick so I would get home in time to have dinner and be able to put my kids to sleep. So, sorry guys, it's nothing against the show. Actually, in the end, I was really like, I thought I was going to miss my plane initially because we couldn't get a taxi. There was a mix-up, all this other stuff. But then I totally forgot that, it's not Newark, and it's so much easier. So I actually got here with plenty of time. But, so I am on the way back. And actually, I picked this spot because I think you guys all know this, the famous Concourse C. When you hit these rainbow lights, you know that you are either coming to or you are in Chicago. Guys, I have to say, I am impressed. The Chicago show, the Exponus show, has, I think this is one of the best ones they ever had. I really feel it was. Everyone was nicer to each other. Everyone was excited to see each other, more helpful, just a different atmosphere. I think the 2 years of the apocalypse, whatever you want to call the past 2 years, I don't want to say humbled in the sense of like insulting anybody out there, but I think it did kind of humble a lot of people out there in the industry and just led to a nicer time. The attendance seemed great. I know the show's always like, oh, we had like 10,000 people. I'm not saying they had 10,000 people, but whatever number they're saying, I think they actually had that type of number. Because, yesterday was the first day. Today's obviously the busier day. Lots of people all around. My main goal, if you're like, oh, Matt, why are you leaving? My main goal was to get there, set up these tables, make sure they're good. Bruce Paul, I got your text literally as I got to the airport. So go find Joe Parvey or Randy Ford. Just kidding. Do not find Randy. Don't find Randy for calibration. Find Joe. Find anyone other than Randy, and he will get you fixed. So it just sounds like a little bit of calibration, everything else. And if that was this thing where it's like, oh, well, Matt's here, let's have him fine-tune this stuff. Well, Matt's on the way out. Again, guys, a great show. My main purpose was to come in to set up all the turntables and make sure everything was properly represented, and then just give the support in the back end from pictures, social media, blog posts, all this stuff. Just try to be an overall virtual cheerleader for everybody. Now, in the end, I was running around just taking lots of pictures of people because you know what happens every time we get home, we have all these wonderful pictures of another speaker and a cartridge and a turntable, those silly turntables, which of course that's why we're there. But it's also important for us to remember the people we are there to see and be part of, or rather they're part of this experience. So that's why all the pictures at the end were of people. I did a blast of people already. I'm going to do another blast or two. I don't want to dump them all out there and have people get lost in the shuffle. I want to make sure everybody gets the proper time and exposure they should be getting, and just the appreciation for them making the time, coming out here and doing what they do best, and that's sharing their love of music, which I think everybody brought their A game with. I really didn't even have time to listen to any of the systems, except for after hours, which, everyone's a little bit, let's say, off at that point and are unable to really appreciate. You guys would not believe what Kat from Upscale did last night. I'm not even going to say the room because the guy would lose his mind. It was a VPI table, and she was in the back making it better. And guess what? She did. She did. I don't even know if they noticed. They probably walked in oh, wow, it must have broken in overnight. It didn't break in overnight. We actually screwed with it and made it better. So, hey, that's all the joys of the show and everything else. So I am I'm at the airport. I'm going to be making my way back to New Jersey. Oh, man, I got super scared because in the middle of all of it, and you see, this is why I struggle about the shows. I got a call from Jane. A random dog just wandered into our backyard and started barking up a storm. And in that moment, for a split moment, I thought, why am I here? I should be there, making sure the kids are good and all that stuff. So that's why, a part of me wants to stay and be part of the show more so. So you'll see me at the show longer when I'm able to bring Shyla, especially Shyla. She's like my little sidekick. When I'm able to bring the family, or just that it's not as much of a stressor in general. Oh my God, this is on. I thought I was hearing things. And guys, I still have to say, these KEF headphones, I don't even know if they still make them, my favorite for traveling. I've tried everyone's headphones, and when it comes to going to the gym or traveling or everything else, to me, these are the most comfortable. Again, I don't even know if KEF makes these headphones anymore or anything like that. but it's just really, they're great headphones. But I'm not talking about the headphones. If you are still at Explona, if you're still in Chicago, make sure you go to Nirvana. Oh my God, this is like loud. I'm hearing all sorts of music in my. Hold on. Let me pause this. Okay, good. The voices in my head are gone, or quieter. Anyway, so if you are in Chicago, make sure you go to Nirvana C to see Convergent Audio Technology and ESP cables. And then everybody else that's in there, I'm forgetting all the other brands, but Vandenhull. So we've got a Vandenhull Crimson on the front end of that. Then right next door, you've got John McGurk and Mike Kraske of Audio Shield. Well, John's of Audio Shield, and Kraske is there for his good looks. No, I'm just kidding. He's there for Credo loudspeakers. He wears 2 hats as a distributor and also a manufacturer of fine Switzerland-made speakers. So that is in Nirvana B with the VPI Avenger Direct. And that's sporting a Vandenhull Frog Gold on one tone arm and a DS Audio, I don't know, I guess a really expensive model or something over there on the other side. Quick shout out to Robin over here, who just did a little thing. Love it over here. Robin, it was a pleasure sitting next to you on the flight here. Robin was my cuddle buddy. So anybody saw the picture, I put a little like cute picture thing over it because I didn't want to embarrass her and have it over there. Robin, you made the flight absolutely lovely. Meeting you and Lily really made the travel to Chicago. Actually, are you guys here? Are you on my flight? I would love it if we were next to each other again. So little shout out to you there, Robin. And they do absolutely amazing things with their job. And anyway, so back with Chicago. So Nirvana B is where Audio Shield, Credo, EMM Labs, and Vandenhull cartridges and cables in general, and all those things are over there, Nirvana B. Then Schaumburg F, I might be getting the letter wrong, but downstairs we have our friends over at Nordost. They are going full tilt on this one, doing the, I've gotten this damn speaker wrong every time, Stenheim. I've said the name wrong multiple times. So they're featuring Stenheim speakers at the end of the chain, of course connected with all Nordost power cable and connections. VTL amplification, and then of course our HW40 direct drive with Vandenhull Crimson. We got a bunch of Vandenhulls over here, so we're doing good with this stuff. Then in the marketplace, major shout out to Elusive Disc. They did a phenomenal job just getting our stuff there and helping us when we really needed it, and just really stepped up and showed support as a dealer. Because guys, it's not about being a dealer. You don't want to have a partner. You want to have someone who's going to be with you with it, and it's kind of a bit of a commentary to other manufacturers out there. Don't just get the customer, don't get the dealer that's going to clerk your product. Get the dealer that's going to believe in your product and help you when you need it most. They are using the VPI player right at their booth, sampling out records, selling records. You have A.B. Fon and James Bance over there. And you guys, you gotta see Kevin's hair. Kevin is looking like an all-star. He's got the rock star hair. Give him a guitar, steal it from Bob Vance, and we're good to go there. Then moving forward on the 3rd floor, we have Sweet Vinyl with a VPI Prime. I had a chance to pop in there. Great demo showing the usability and just how fantastic their product is. And there's all arguments and things like that as far as what that's doing to the sound quality. My big thing is if you have that record that's like 80 years old and you're getting the pops and clicks and making it playable again, that is something that is worthwhile. Then moving on to the 5th floor. Was I on the 5th floor? Okay, now I'm forgetting. So let's go to the 7th floor. 7th floor, 714, Joe Parvey, House of Stereo, also Wolf Audio. Again, they also stepped up as being a phenomenal dealer. I mean, they already are a phenomenal dealer, but really helped us out getting a lot of product to and from, well, hopefully, back to New Jersey as well. As far as getting our different tables, they are showcasing the first Avenger Direct. So if you check that one out, that's like literally like 0.0 prototype over there. Joe likes it. He likes the uniqueness of it. So that's what they're rocking out over there. They're showcasing their new Red Wolf, which is their new server, which was made during COVID because, well, everything was been crazy the past 2 years, and we all had to pick up a skill or other type of thing. Or we just put on a lot of COVID weight, either or. So they're featuring T+A amplification, synergistic power cell. If you put your hand on it, you are powered up for the next week. So that's as opposed to also having everything plugged into it. Cable is, I want to say anti-cable. I might be mixing up my rooms, so I believe it's anti-cable. It's connecting them, and then of course at the end of the chain is the TAD speakers, which really are fitting that room, and just that room sounded really good in general. Then moving up to the 14th floor. 14th floor. We've got Rido Acoustics. Lars is up there. Lars is spinning some records and doing his thing and doing some cartwheels at the same time. Guys, sit in that, what's it called? Lobster claw, lobster chair. They've got this chair. It's got some crazy name. If you sit down in there, they're gonna have to throw you out of there because it's so comfortable. I've seen it. It looks all nice and fancy. I figured, let me give it a try. I sat down and I'm like, that's it. This is my chair. I'm taking this with me. So that was pretty. To me, the exciting thing was the chair more so than the whole system. But the rest of the system being Rido acoustic, the Rido speakers with a standard VPI Avenger and using Phase Nation cartridge. I believe it's a Phase Nation cartridge. So shout out to Angie up in American Sound in Canada who brings in the Phase Nation cartridge. Then, speaking of Angie, the 16th floor is, I'm sorry. I just remember who's on the 5th floor. Walter, I'm sorry, I love you. You know I wouldn't forget you on purpose. It's been a long 2.5 days. So on the 5th floor, we've got Krell with their amplification. So Walter Schofield's down there with Mike Levy from Alta Audio with their new Alex speakers. A really nice maple, I think it's maple, correct me if I'm wrong, maple finish with a VPI HW40 as well. And using, of course, my favorite, the Shyla cartridge, which is always a safe bet at any audio show. I feel it's a safe bet. That cartridge can take a lot of abuse. Just checks off all the marks in it as far as nailing that mid-range, having that excitement, getting the highs, getting the lows. And, when you have, hands like Walter just like slamming it around, I'm kidding. Walter's great with our product. And then I think this was the room that had anti-cable. Someone had anti-cable. It's out there. So that is on the 5th floor, so make sure you go over there. Also, speaking of which, there's a person, a lovely lady, Isabeau, running around with her harp. She was especially playing in the Krell room and Alta Audio room, so I know she's playing live music all around. If you did not have a chance to hear her in any of the rooms, please go down to the lobby and say hi. Check out her record. I think it's worth it. It sounds great on our system, so of course I'm a fan. And then going back on track on the 16th floor, we've got Angie with American Sound of Canada with the incredibly massive and impressive avant-garde speakers. And talk about showcasing yourself as a true dedicated distributor, like having every type of avant-garde out there. It was really insane. The amount, and they did it. Angie, the team, and I helped a little bit. Randy kept the couch from moving, so really proud of Randy of making sure that the couch did not move. So he did a great job on that. And then we had our VPI Titan in that room with Phase Nation amplification, electronics, and I want to say that was the Analog Relax cartridge on there. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. Someone could throw something in the comments there. And that was a killer sounding room as well. I've been posting pictures on the Facebook page on everything. So if you're still in Chicago, stop watching me on here. Go and enjoy the show. Have some deep dish pizza. I haven't even had a deep dish pizza. I failed. I just had quick bites and everything else. Oh, and please, the hotel staff and everybody, they are super amazing. Really impressed. Make sure you say hi to everybody. The waitresses downstairs, I forgot everybody's name right now. But everyone's just been I don't know what it is. Not that anyone was bad at before the pandemic, but everyone was just nicer, happier, more helpful, whatever you want to call it. So make sure you just give everybody a shout. And major shout out to Doug White. Doug White, I'm not going to get into the details. I've always loved Doug White, and he just stepped up so much more. I mean, he didn't even have to. He was already up here. So if you see Doug White, just give him a bear hug, maybe cuddle him, be like, "This is from Matt," or something like that. Just make it a little awkward. Other shout outs, I mentioned House of Stereo and Elusive Disc already. And just walk the show and enjoy it. Oh, the Cardis booth, the Cardis girls over there, they are doing a great job of just being enthusiastic and getting things out there and getting people over and check out cables and things. What else we got? There's a cable company right next to Elusive Disc. I don't remember what brand it was. Hold on, hang on. I don't remember. But either way, major shout out to them. They helped us out because we needed an RCA cable. At the last minute, Mikey needed it, and they helped deliver it. Michael Ferber just had a seminar on cartridge setup, so if you had a chance to see that, I hope you all enjoyed. With that being said, guys, looking at the time over here, I should probably go check out to see where I'm going with my flight. So this is Matt Weisfeld. It was great to be, obviously, it's my Facebook page. It was great to be out here for Expona. I wish I was able to stay long, but I also don't, because I really miss my kids. I really want to get home, see Shyla, Goldie, and of course Jane. So it's I've had enough of all of you. Just kidding. Hope you all have a successful, safe, and enjoyable show. And if I missed you, hey, come out to Jersey and we'll do some listening and have a good time and have some Greek food or something like that. So, see you all next time.